Well, hello, Angeliki. Thank you so much for taking part in our 6 simple questions. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, Simon. Thanks for inviting me, first of all. My name is Angeliki Kotsidou. I'm a corporate lister in Beyond Corporate. We are a law firm in Manchester specializing in corporate law, as you may imagine from the name. So I'm a part of a wider team. We're advising on mergers, acquisitions, disposals, development funding, joint ventures, anything you can think of that relates to contractual law as well.
That's great. And I don't think that's a Mancunian accent I'm detecting there. So what brought you to Manchester and what brought you to Beyond Corporate?
It's not a Mancunian accent, but to be honest, I've spent most of my adult life living in Manchester, so I think I'm definitely an honorary Mancunian. I've been here for 18 years. Initially, I actually arrived to Manchester, as I said, 18 years ago. I came to do a master's degree in something not relevant to law. I fell in love with Manchester, and I've been here since, never left.
Great. So what brought you to the law then? What interested you there?
I kind of always envisaged myself as a solicitor, but I think where I grew up, the environment was not right for me to study law at the time. So I studied languages instead. It enabled me to kind of travel, get to know people, speak in their own language, which is very important, I think, when you communicate with people. And it probably gave me or enriched my skills that I need to use as a lawyer, which is a lot about communication and listening skills and talking to people, understanding what it is that they're trying to achieve.
Great. And right, when we have the business network lunches, we like to ask something more personal, get to know the people. So what do you do in your spare time? Have you got hobbies and passions?
I feel very boring when I'm asked this question, to be honest, because I think, like most people, I just like to spend time with my family and my friends whenever I actually have any spare time, which is not that much, to be honest. It's usually ice skating. I love ice skating, cycling, and I also, me and my husband recently purchased this derelict house, which we spent a lot of time kind of refurbishing and decorating, doing quite a lot of work ourselves. So that's what I'm spending my time on.
Right. Well, you'll be pleased to know we've not had ice skating before. That's a new one to us. So,
okay.
So that's not boring at all. Now, podcasts. I listen to a few podcasts. Do you listen to any?
I have to admit that I don't listen to many podcasts, and usually when I do, they're law related. It's mostly to keep up to date kind of with any developments in my sector. So I couldn't really recommend a generic podcast, I'm afraid. I'm more into kind of music and reading whenever I have a chance.
Okay, so you brought me on to the next question very nicely. So come on, recommend a book to us. What should we be reading, especially seeing we're going to go into 4 weeks of lockdown very shortly?
Okay, so the last book, I mean, again, don't have too many kind of opportunities to read, but I really love reading, and I've done a lot of reading younger. The last book that I have read was during my summer holiday. It was by the Secret Barrister. It's called Stories of the Law and How It's Broken. Now, again, you might think, oh God, it's law related, but really it isn't. It's actually about how the justice system and any budget cuts to the justice system actually translate into injustice being delivered instead, and how it affects us all. The book is full of anecdotal stories about, that basically demonstrate how this kind of budget cuts can affect every single one of us, and you're not protected by any kind of social or financial status. So it's a very interesting read, and I would definitely recommend it.
Great, thank you. And the final question is, any words of wisdom? It can be about anything. So
the only thing that I would say, which is something I live by, is always do your best. I think that's the best approach and the wisest thing to do.
Well, as I say to my boys, I said that's the main thing. If you do your best, that is so important. So
exactly, that's all you can do, really.
Yeah, it certainly is. Well, look, thank you so much for taking part in this. This has been great. You know, this will go on our YouTube channel very shortly and off on social media. But thank you so much, Angeliki. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, Simon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.